This video is for those who need H1B sponsorship. Would you believe that out of all topics we debate in 2025, H1B would be the center of conversation? So basically you see an argument arising between, is H1B really about finding the most talented and super motivated people to fuel tech companies' growth? Or is it really America giving away its job to the underpaid foreign talent? Well, guess what? I do not care. Life goes on. If you're watching this channel, you are seeking a job and you need a sponsorship. And if you're new to this channel, my name is James. Follow me for more tips on career productivity and money. In this video, I will show you exactly how to find companies and positions that sponsors H1B sponsorship. Like, this is a huge topic. If you stick till the end, I will even show you exactly how to negotiate a sponsorship, even if the company did not intend to in the first place. So here are the facts. H1B visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows U.S. employers to hire foreign workers in specialty occupations. So here are top 500 companies in the U.S. that has filed most H1B sponsorship in 2024. Now, back to the game. This basically means FANG, Fortune 500, and VC-backed startups. My favorite tools to finding these companies is using the H1bgrader.com. So H1bgrader.com is both a website, also a Chrome extension designed to help job seekers identify H1B visa sponsoring companies quickly while browsing job listings on platforms such as LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, and others. So basically helps international job seekers to find the best job companies, job titles, and locations for H1B visa sponsorship. Let me tell you something you may or may not already know. Each year, the US issues 85,000 new visas, including 65,000 for general applications and 20,000 for those with advanced degrees. And due to high demand, there are nearly 500,000 applicants applying each year, so through which a lottery system is born, which basically gives you less than a 30% approval rate. So this means if you're an international worker looking for a sponsorship and your STEM major gives you 3 years to win the lottery or seek other alternatives. And despite the whole situation is already so difficult for international students, here's something you gotta realize. Although most companies love STEM major talents, they actually hate they have to pay extra to sponsor H1B, especially for small to medium-sized businesses. The H1B system is first created to make up the STEM talent deficit in the US market, as less than 20% of all American graduates go into non-STEM majors and foreign workers are much higher. So companies have hired globally to make up that deficit in the US, although their research indicates that companies actually pay significantly less to hire H1B workers. This does not suddenly mean that international students who are hardworking, smart, and cheap suddenly becomes tech companies' golden child. Because sponsoring H1B visa can range from $9,000 to $13,000 depending on the company's size, complexity of this case, and whether you want expedited processing. And on top of that, there is green card sponsorship, which can range from $10,000 or more. And that is why 90% of the employers would refuse to hire you if you click yes in the do you need a sponsorship section. So, and other reasons like lack of established professional record and industry, like new hires, junior roles are more prone to change industries and job upon getting a visa because there's low cost for them to switch track. So when I was looking for a job back in 2022, Deloitte was one of the first to tell me, hey, we do not sponsor juniorship roles. If you have an H1B visa, we're happy to help you transfer. Well, that was just lovely. I mean, fair enough. I'm starting in a foreign country, paying on my own tuition to a country that with companies who does not hire foreign people. So how should I look for companies to sponsor my visa in the first place? Here are some data points. 87% of US businesses are too small to afford H1B sponsorship, you already know, but 75% of H1B petitions are fired by just 5% of the companies such as Infosys, Google, and Amazon, etc. If you have a sponsorship issue, there's only a handful of companies to pick from. Here's why you want to use H1B friendly website such as H1bgrader.com to find these. So the first step is to target H1B friendly companies to see if your tracker results align with any open positions there. If you want to get into the FANG companies, check out this video I made right here, and please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. After picking up the companies, you want to choose in-demand roles and you want to focus on jobs with high visa approval, such as these ones right here. For those of you who are in school, this also means choosing your majors more carefully. And third part is about relocate strategically. When you are searching for jobs on LinkedIn, make sure to not exclude cities with most H1B opportunities. And check the salary filter on LinkedIn to avoid lowballers, because you would need to get paid a certain dollar amount to have the company justify their further investment in you, such as H1B expense and green card sponsorship. But hold on a second. What if this really targeted approach really narrows down down my chance of getting hired since there are only a handful of companies to choose from? Well, first of all, that was a really great point. I'm glad you brought it up. Small to medium-sized companies are most likely to give you interviews based on your qualification alone, but they do not like to sponsor H1B. And what to do if you only have your OPT for 1 year or 3 years and you have to answer the question like, do you need sponsorship? First of all, I would suggest raise your concerns when you're meeting with a hiring manager instead of on paper, if you know what I mean. Here's how you want to frame the answer without hurting your chance of getting an interview. And here's exact talk track. I'm on my STEM OPT, which means I have 3 years of legally allowed to work for your company without needing the company to fire from my H1B sponsorship. If you think I'll be a good candidate to work for you and given a certain period track record of succeeding in this role, would sponsorship be a potential topic of conversation? So that's the exact framework I use to negotiate my sponsorship when I entered this role. Here are some more talk track to convince your hiring manager if he or she is on the fence of this one. Since I'm on my STEM OPT, which means I'm allowed to work for a firm for 3 years with no issues, I'll be a reliable candidate because I'm not likely to switch companies given my visa status. If the company resources does become an issue, I'll be open to cover the sponsorship fees myself. Remember, this is the last resort if you get a hard no. But remember, these kind of conversations need to happen ideally after you already get a chance to speak with a hiring team or even pass interviews so you can have more leverage. So that's it for today's episode. This is James. Follow me on more tips on money, career, and productivity, and wishing you 10,000 success in job hunting.